CQDX 9 Alpha Tango 791, 9 Alpha Tango 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Hey, 754, good to hear you again. I got you when I was coming home from work in my mobile. You're blasting and shaking the radio, and you're doing the same here in the radio room. Good to hear you, 754, Mojave Desert.
I was doing a real good job coming into the west coast of Southern Cal. Your base is moving in here there, 791, station 754 Southern Cal.
Yeah, 20 over, man, 20 over there, sounding good from the Mojave Desert. And same with when you're coming into my mobile there. Straight shot due south, sounding good, man. Kind of a cloudy day up here and about 46 degrees this far north there, QSO.
Yeah, Roger, we had rain for about 3 hours out here in the Mojave. It was raining this morning, so about 6 o'clock, and right up about 9 o'clock here. We need the rain out here there, Joe, there, Roger.
Oh, man, send your nice weather this way. We get a lot of rain, man. It's been a really wet winter out here, so, hey, man, a little bit of rain for you is probably a good thing then.
Yeah, usually we get it in, January here. Sometimes it'll last for like 3-4 days, which is nice, and yeah, we do get snow up here in the higher elevation there, Roger.
That's okay. It probably doesn't last long anyway, but yeah, no snow or anything here yet, and we haven't even had any frost, just a lot of rain. That's all there, QSL.
Okay, yeah, we get snow here at last, it's changed a lot, Joe, in the last 25 years. We used to get quite a bit of snow up here in the Mojave. We're like 12 miles from the San Gabriel Mountains, so, we're not way out there in the desert. We're sort of inland there, Roger.
That's right, too. Yeah, it makes a difference in the elevation, but hey, you're in a good spot for working DX, that's for sure. You got that elevation, man. It gets you out real good.
Yeah, these PDL2s help me out, too, here, Joe. They're doing about 90 watts. Just got a little PX Palomar 50 hooked up to the whole Galaxy 88 there. Electro voice here with the electro voice microphone there, Roger.
Yeah, those PDL2s are great beams, man. Those were really popular back in the 80s there. I ran a high gain quad about the same dimensions, an Eliminator 2 element high gain quad, both polarities. But yeah, PDL2s, man, great antennas.
I even got both polarities. I got the switch box here. I'm running the Pyra, so I can hold both vertical horizontal. Go vertical or even, I had my ground plane, I took it down. It almost made me take it down, but I'm happy with the vertical side of the car. Works real good for me there, Roger.
It's working, man, 10 and 20 over consistently. And I'm running flat side here on the 3-element Yagi. So, yeah, I'm total flat side here, but yeah, it's working, man. You're way up into the red, not a problem.
Appreciate it there. Just location where we're at. I'm on the horizontal side too, so I usually have the beams up to the north. I get a lot of hash and trash coming in, heck everywhere. So I like to talk to guys up in Washington and Oregon. We've been out here 48 years there. Joe, it's a long time. A lot of friends have passed, and we're still here, just keeping the hobby alive there, Roger.
Good for you, man. That's a good thing. Yeah, it's amazing. Some of the people I used to talk to, a lot of them are long gone. Even the ones on this island back in the day, all gone, man. A couple of them moved away, and so the other one just passed away. So I'm the only one around here on this island, 11 meter band. There's a bunch of amateur radio guys here, but 11 meter band, I'm it here.
Yeah, I've talked to Fred, 409, your area there, but I haven't heard 409 Fred in quite a few years. Last time he was having a pizza party, I told him, hey Fred, I'll be up there, a hop, skip, and a jump there. We'll have a pizza party.
I know that number 409, and Fred rings a bell. I don't think he was on our island, but maybe he was over on Vancouver Island, QSL.
Yeah, he might have been on Vancouver Island. It's been a while. I used to tell him, I got to get over those redwoods in order to talk to you. He started laughing. Because that's, I go through the redwoods there in order to get up to you guys there down there in the Mojave.
Gotta love the redwoods, man. We got some of them in our property here. I planted them decades ago. They're big big trees now. I got the coast redwoods, and then the big tree that grows in the Sierra Nevada is the sequoia dendron. But we have the sequoia, the coast redwoods here. I got a blue one. I got the blue Aptos blue, and I got the green one. They're probably about, I'm going to say 75 feet tall now.
Oh, wow. You know, I went up to Kern County there, Joe, and it's beautiful. Even Eureka, you know, the great redwoods, it's the seventh wonder of the world there, Roger.
Yeah, they're beautiful, is right. Yeah, they actually start, believe it, in Brookings, Oregon. That's where you start to see the coast redwoods. Southern coast, the last town on the Oregon coast on Highway 1, that's where you start to actually see them. And then you get down into Crescent City and you see a lot more of them. But yeah, Eureka, full of them too. Beautiful trees.
Oh, yeah. They're gorgeous. And we went up to, we go see the giant Grant out there in Kern County, and it's a whole different world up there. It's just amazing. The altitude, because, you know, you're so high, and the ferns look like they're prehistoric. Looks like you're in the dinosaur days. You got to sort of experience that atmosphere up there, and, you know, you're so high, and just looking at all the plants, and everything looks gigantic up there, Roger.
I love it, man, especially on the coast because they get the rain, right? Like the rainforest here. Our property is just full of ferns. They're evergreen too. You walk through those things, they're just about as tall as those big western sword ferns. It looks like a jungle.
It's pretty. We used to, you know, the cabin up there up in Kern County, and there's around 15 lakes up there. They got a museum up there, and you know, that's where the 49ers pretty much settle. That's where the center, you know, the 49ers, they're just a little bit up above Fresno and Visalia there. Man, I'll tell you, just a lot of stuff to do up there, Roger.
Oh yeah, California is a beautiful state, man. Hey, well, once Canada merges with the U.S., I hope when you take over, then I can move to California.
We'll see. I don't know how that's going to go. You know, it's a little late in life to make a switch, you know. Canada's Canada, you know, the U.S. is U.S., and Mexico's Mexico, and I think we should just keep it like that. Be civilized, right?
Oh, I think it will stay. I know. I'm just kidding. I know Trump wants, he keeps talking about the 51st state in Greenland too. Maybe even Mexico, but yeah, I think it's just talk.
Yeah, but I mean, we're all human beings, you know what I'm saying? And we all come from the same God. But, yeah, it's nice, you know, we can do that. We can go visit other countries, and, you know, with, you know, all the things that they're talking about, the global warming. And I think a big effect is the airplanes, you know, blasting through the atmosphere. I think that's our main cause. I don't think so much of the cars. I think it's more the airplanes. Yeah, you know, 80,000 airplanes that are over the airwaves every single day. Mother Nature's going to give there, Roger.
Yeah, and it's funny that the leaders of some of the countries that are bitching about it, they fly around in their private jets all the time, right? It's kind of funny, but I totally agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, jet fuel is the worst kind of fuel you can put up in the atmosphere. Not so much the gasoline. They say the gasoline these days is cleaner than the air that you breathe. So, you know, it's the CO levels are down, and it wasn't like back in the 60s or 70s. They had that lead inside the gasoline, but I'll tell you, they had the smugglers when I was a kid back in the 60s, and heck, you couldn't go outside and play out in LA.
I remember when I had my Nova SS, I used to have a muscle car back in the day, and that's what I used to fill up the tank with. It was called premium leaded gasoline. Chevron, they called it the champagne of gasoline, and it was leaded fuel.
Oh, I remember too. I had a lot of hot rods in my days. You talk about cars. That's one thing I've had a lot of cars there, Joe, from convertibles to muscle cars to, you know, lead sleds to 30s, you name it, man. I had over 100 cars there, Joe.
Holy smokers, that's a lot. I've had about maybe 7 cars. Yeah, that's a lot, but I love muscle cars. I love the old muscle cars, man. They're my favorite, but I had the high compression pistons in it, so I ran the premium leaded, and then they took it off the market. I remember that, but yeah, that went out a long time ago, but I just remember the gasoline being pink. They called it the champagne of gasoline.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the lead. Those were the days, you know. We used to go to the Lions drag strip. You know, going to the NHL races and going to the Pomona drag strip. Man, I'll tell you, looking at all the fancy-dancy cars. They still have them here there, Joe. we go up to Bakersfield, we go up to Alasa Speedway there, and we'll go down to Ontario. Just, you know, a lot of my friends are gone, so, you know, it's all about the grandkids there, Roger.
Yeah, that's pretty wild, man. Yeah, Pomona Drag Strip, that's pretty famous. I remember going down to Southern California and Van Nuys Boulevard. It was December 1981, and just drooling over all the cars that were cruising.
Oh, Van Nuys, yeah, we used to cruise Van Nuys. We used to cruise out there in Huntington Beach, Seal Beach out there, and oh my God, those were the days, cruising days, you know. Route 66. I'm by Route 66 out here, there, Joe, there, Roger.
Yeah, I've never been on Route 66. I think my gal has. Wendy, that would be cool. I'd love that. I love that old stuff. I like retro stuff. I'm 60 now. So, I mean, when I was cruising cars, it was in the early 80s to mid 80s.
Roger. I got you about 5 years there. I'll be 66 here. Route 66 here in about 5 months there. So, you know, but no, those are the days, nostalgia days, and, you know, going to the drive-in and with Mama and Pop there and brothers and sisters and looking at the movies at the drive-in there, falling asleep and waking up the next morning.
I remember the drive-in movies. Those were fun. You put the little speaker on the side of your window. Yeah, my dad actually broke the window in his 59 Impala. He forgot to take the speaker out. He drove away and it busted it out. He told me about that one. But yeah, you're same age as my wife. My Wendy's just turned 65 in December 6th, so she was born in 59.
Yeah, same here. I was born in 59 myself. Shoot, that's a great accomplishment there, you know. Yeah, my wife Shay, she just turned 60 there, December 30th. So we celebrated her birthday out there, and heck, we had a good old time. We sort of stood around the house for Christmas and New Year's. We let the young folks have it now there, Roger.
Yeah, well, New Year's I made it up to about 9:15 p.m. and then Wendy and I went to bed. It's funny, when I was younger, I would leave the house at 9 p.m. to go to a party, but now I leave the party before 9 and go to bed by 9.
We've been to a lot of New Year's Eve parties in Las Vegas. I used to get quite a bit. I got a couple this year, but I didn't go. There's just too much traffic, the kids, there's more population now than what it was, 5 years ago. It's sort of crazy as it sounds, but there's been a lot of road construction and just a lot of different stuff out here. We let the young folks have it. During the weekend, we go play Keno at our local casino here. I think I mastered the Keno. I'll tell you, I've been doing good here, Joe.
That's awesome. It's good to have hobbies when you're retired. And you said your wife is 60. That's interesting because Wendy's 65 and I'm 60. So we got just about a 5-year age difference. I think she's just over 4 years older than me.
It's how it goes there, But it's just life is great. It's good, and like I said, we got a little bit of rain this morning, which is good. We needed it, it just looks like there's not going to be any rain for the next 5 days there. But the weather, people, we really don't know what's going on. They say one thing, and they say we're supposed to have some killer winds, but we're down towards Ventura County. They call them Santa Anas. There's no wind right now. It's very still, very calm. Sunshine's coming through, and we're having a good time there. Talking on the radio. Talking to you, actually. I've only made a couple of contacts. I don't feel it very much there, Joe.
Yeah, well, you've been consistently into the red, and I know what you mean about the weatherman. That's a good job. They get paid to be wrong, and they get paid well. I think if I was a weatherman, I'd just say we're going to have some weather today, right? And I look at our forecast, and I see for the next 4 days, we do have sunshine, but I got up this morning. I was at work at 5 a.m., and it was pretty foggy, and we don't usually get a lot of fog here. So I am supposed to be retired, but I did take on a little part-time job there Tuesday to Thursday, and I'm done by 11 a.m., which is good. I only do 6 hours, but I do maintenance for a large grocery store here. I kind of like it, kind of a social thing there, QSL.
Okay. Yeah, that's when I was young, I'm talking high school days, I worked at a meat market. It was called Tom's Market, and I used to clean all the machinery for the butchers there. Clean the floors, go inside the fridges, the freezers, and clean the floor there. And I did that for about 4 years when I was in high school. And man, I'll tell you, looking back at it, I said, wow.
Oh, totally, man. Yeah, I gotta love the '70s. I love the '70s muscle cars, and of course the mid to late '60s. Love them, absolutely, man. They're worth a small fortune now. I wish I would have. I wish I would have kept my last one, my Nova SS. It was a '73, but I put a '69 350 in it out of an Impala, and then I had it all balanced and blueprinted and stuff. It was fun, and yeah, you know, you can't hang on to everything. That's the thing. I look at some of the cars my dad had. It's like, man, some of those things worth a small fortune now. But like I say, man, you got to move on. You go through life changes. Sometimes you know people have kids and you end up buying a minivan like I did. I sold my muscle car, got a minivan.
Oh man. Well, you know, as the kids were growing up, that's all I had. I had the Chevy Blazer and the four-seat, you know, actually sat six there. And then I had Martin Illumina, gotten quite a few of the ventures there. Bought two of those, and you know, the kids started growing up, and so I always had my muscle cars. I had a lot of trucks, a lot of short beds, 67 to 72, started collecting those, and heck, at one time I had 13 cars. The city came down on me. They told me I had to get rid of my cars because, heck, in Los Angeles, there were little properties there, and I had all these cars in the back. I picked them up, Joe, working public works, and a lot of times it was just a condenser, you know, and just put an old Mauer distributor in it and be on my way there. Pick them up for $100, $200, and you know, you're talking Firebirds and Malibus and Camaros and all the muscle cars that went with them, you know.
Oh, those are good cars. I'm a Chevy guy. I like those cars, man. That's awesome. I had a '69 Beaumont too, then a '73 hatchback Nova, and and I had a '70 GMC pickup truck. It was stock, except the guy I bought it from put a 327 in it. It was a 3 on the tree. Really nice truck. And I've had a bunch, but not as many as you. And that would have been cool. A whole front yard full of cars. I kind of like that. But I guess sometimes if you're in a small lot, people, you know what some people are like? They start to complain on things. Here, you know what? There's nobody around us. I could probably have a yard full of them and nobody ever say anything. But one of these days, you know, if I ever sell this place, which we've been talking about it, then I'd probably get another muscle car.
Roger. Yeah, you know, that was back in the 80s there, Joe. A long time ago. Well, I'm on 3/4 of an acre now. You know, it doesn't, here I have just property in the back. I have a lot of trees, and, you know, I just do a lot of stuff around the house here. But anyway, hey, good QSO there. Hey, you take care. God bless you, my friend. Happy New Year. So you're just walking. You're just like running over coming into the house. 73 my phone. 791 754 West Coast, Mojave. We're off to keep it there, George.
Hey, good talking to you, buddy. Hey, that was a 20-minute QSO just about. I love it. And you're still blasting in 20 over. I got to hold my radio down. It's starting to shake off the desk here. Hey, you have a good day. Enjoy the DX, and I enjoyed the QSO with you that we came in when I was in my portable there, too. You sounded just as good. We'll talk soon, my friend. And cheers in 73s from 9 Alpha Tango, 791. Way out here on the Gulf Islands.
Okay there, Joe. I think what you should do, Joe, out there, get yourself a metal detector. Start metal detecting. Drop and roll all around it.
I got one here right beside me. Cheers to you, my friend.
Roger. Take care, Joe.